How we doing, everybody? Good to see you here. I know it's super early. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock. Welcome to the Greenhouse Cafe. Listen, for everybody that's down in the South right now, please let me know if you down here somewhere close to me in the Carolinas, Georgia, Alabama, Kentucky. Yes, love notes. Yes, right now. And I said I was gonna stop doing this, but some stuff need to be we need to at least come together and see if everybody is okay. Hey Trina's Journey. Hey Tara Duke. Happy New Year to you too. Who was that? Carly. Happy New Year. Hey Cato Family Farms. Said 75 miles from you. Okay, Wanda Ashley. How you doing, Bullish? Let me see. Good morning, everybody. The screen is banging now. Is anybody down here from the South? And what I should do, I should cut this on my data. Is what I should do. I'm a listen. If my phone cuts, hey Granny Karma Homestead, how you doing? If my camera cuts off, give me 2 ticks. If it cuts off, and I'm gonna switch it to data. It should be able to just pick up and go straight to data, and we just should be moving straight through with no problem. But my Wi-Fi and my lights have been out all night. Okay, in Mississippi. Okay, you're in South Carolina. Okay, for all my South Carolinians, I can't speak for everybody. For all of my South Carolinians, Granny Carm said it snowed here. Oh my God! Listen to this. Anybody right now? Any other South Carolinians? South Carolina? Anybody else in South Carolina? Because I need to figure something out. Wind has crazy broken branches. Yeah. My land is a mess out there. Tennessee, no power in South Carolina, snowing. Okay, right. It's snowing in North Carolina. See? Said I am. Okay, Dana said I am. Who you say I am? I don't man, nope. Wild man. What I don't understand what you just said, Dana. Um, okay. In South Carolina, I woke up last night. I'm gonna say about 3 o'clock. Hey, Amphor Barbecue, the winds and everything have been out of control to the point it sounds like my roof is getting tore off the house, right? So I'm paying attention. When the weather is like this, I don't go to sleep all night. Right now, I'm a little under the weather. Y'all better make sure you stock up on all your vitamins, stock up on all your supplies, okay? Because I don't care what you believe in right now, whether even if it's just cold or flu season, we ain't even gonna talk about the other thing, but just cold and flu. Still be on top of your vitamins, stock and store your vitamins, stock and store your medications, okay? Now, and your supplements. Here's another thing. Grow your supplements. Grow your supplements. And for all of my beekeepers, it's time to pull that honey out, even if you got to just go grab one frame, okay? Because this has been my thing all for the last week. Raw honey, fresh organic lemons off of Lillian, and a little bit of alcohol. And then you heat that up with some green tea or some black tea. Oh, and some ginger. Lady Leah been scraping some ginger off of my tea. Look at that. I'm telling you, it works like you going to the doctor. So, anyway, right. Essential oil, she been giving me rosemary and peppermint oil. I feel great today. But I'm trying to stick to the subject because that kind of blends in too. The weather is so crazy right now that you better have your stuff together. I was going to do a live tonight, and I still may if things go right. But I want to touch on it now. I said The title of this is Red Light, Green Light, Lights Out. Okay, that I know that sounds ridiculous. Turf therapy, what's going on, my brother? Please call me when this is over. Red light, green light, lights out. You know why I did that? I did that because last night at 3 o'clock in the morning, I get up to go assess the situation outside my house. I'm looking out all my windows, all the noise and the damage and the wind and the rain. And anybody else in South Carolina, please tell me you saw the green and red sky. The sky was green as grass. It was flashing like lightning, but it wasn't no lightning and it wasn't thunder. I know this sound crazy. I'm not a nut job. Lady Leah seen it too. I woke her up, said, you better come see this. So I'm not nuts. I know I've been a little under the weather, but I had to check again. So somebody just said yes, they seen it. Who just said that? I can't pronounce your name. Oh man, your name, I cannot pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try to butcher it, but you saw it. Okay, Adine Lewis, you said you seen it in Charleston too? Okay. Okay. Listen, last night, around 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning, I've been up ever since, the sky was flashing green as grass. Like you took a green film and put it over your windows and looked out the windows. The whole sky, there wasn't too many clouds in the sky. It was, spotty, but you could still see the stars. The entire sky was green and red. And I'm like, either am I still feeling under the weather to the point I'm hallucinating? Am I losing my mind? I woke her up like I know I don't normally do this, but you better come. She checking, is you okay? I'm fine. Northern Lights, okay. I believe it. I just wanted to make sure everybody else seen it. Now, Northern Lights, okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Where is this? This is in the Carolinas. Clearly, North Carolina saw it too. Artistic Kitchen with Sandy says, we had tornado warnings all morning in Orangeburg. Okay. Geometric storm. Nah. The weather is messed up right now. The weather is messed up. The wind has died down a little bit. But I said, let me go ahead and go live because the lights and the Wi-Fi have been down, up and down all morning. Like, I'm surprised it's still on right this minute. I got one lamp on. I'm surprised it hasn't even flickered yet. But you will see it. Thank God the power. It's an all-weather station saying this happened out of nowhere. Right. There was no warning, no weather alerts, nothing. Don't do that, Carol Cook. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? I don't want to talk about vampires and werewolves and stuff with all that 5G stuff. That ain't got nothing to do with the weather. All right, what I like to do here, I just want to discuss facts. I don't want to discuss theories, okay? Because if we talked about theories, everybody got one. Thank you so much, Real Fresh Food. Say, we had 3 whole cities lose complete power last night. No reason. No car hit the transformer, nothing. Alton and Godfrey, Illinois. Wow. You got no Wi-Fi. No, I'm good, Jersey Dolphins. Thank you. I'm good. I'm coming on here, which I was going to do later. Please tell me you got yourself together. Me and Lady Leah was talking 2 nights ago. That's why I said I was going to go live and I was going to talk about this. No, not 2 nights ago. Last night. Okay. Now I'm gonna hit some nerves, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm a hit and run. I'm a hit and run. Okay, stick with me. Okay, when we went through the first shutdown, nobody was ready. But I understand that it hurt a lot of businesses, especially small businesses. Okay, I know it hurt a lot of small businesses, and we needed to figure something else out besides open. I don't know what. Don't I'm not a politician, but we needed to figure out something else besides opening this stuff all back up, because now all of this mess is just spreading on us even worse. Okay, so everybody is still super sick, super sick. Everybody cannot go get looked at or nothing nowhere because everything is crowded. Now the weather is jacked up. The weather on top of people ain't got no money, on top of everybody is sick. The facts, not no opinions. The facts are, the first time we went through this, everybody took a beating. You should have been knowing this for the last 2 years to 4 years. You need to keep your stuff together. Okay? All right. We opened the government up too early. We did. Everything open. I don't care what you believe in. Everybody was still sick. This ain't about finances. This is about people were still sick. So everybody went back to work sick. And they just kept spreading it, spreading it, spreading it. So I'm going to say this, okay? Now we're sick again. And it's getting bad. It's getting really bad. My question to you, have you learned your lesson? We ain't gonna talk about the sickness. Have you learned your lesson? Have you got your stuff together? Have you got your money together? Have you got your power together? Power going out, people getting sick. So you should have been stocking up on your supplements. You should have been stocking up on your power. You should have been stocking up on your water. You should have been saving your finances. And the reason I'm bringing this to you is because over this holiday season, I seen all kind of crazy mess in these stores. It was like nothing had ever changed. It was like nothing was different. People buying brand new TVs, VCRs, microwaves. Everybody. Okay? So, but nobody's buying any food. You know what got me? It's not much food in the stores. I mean, you know what I'm saying. It's all right. Here's my thing. It's not normal level of foods in the store, but there's some food in the stores. Was nobody looking for food in these stores while I'm shopping? People is buying TVs, clothes, shoes, and jewelry. Nobody was thinking of, everybody think this is done. We're done. It's over. And this storm, between me getting the sniffles real quick, I got scared, get a little sniffles. And then I had to check and see what that was. I got the little sniffles real quick. And then you turn around, and now the weather is acting up out of the blue. Listen, my friend Adam Ness, his lights, I'm sorry, he lives near me. Our weather has been in the 80s. In the 80s here in the Carolinas. I'm sure Georgia too. We have been in the 70s and 80s all this time. We've really never had too much cold. Every blue moon you will see me with a jacket on. Trust me, if I got a jacket on like when we went camping, that's because we was on the lake. I wasn't cold, it was just that lake wind whipping across us. After those videos, that jacket came off. We've been in the 70s, in the 80s, mid to upper 80s all this time. Now, all of a sudden, tonight, we're going to hit 28 degrees below zero. I'm sorry, 28 degrees. So for the rest of the week, it's in the 20s and the 30s for the rest of the week. My friend Adam Ness got plum trees growing and blooming. How many other people, your fruit trees are blooming? Okay? I got fruit trees out there going budding. My citrus is starting to bud again. And it's supposed to kinda. It's supposed to be building itself up, but not about to just explode with bloom. So all my citrus is going to bloom, all the oranges, all the lemons. Good thing that they bloom several times a year, or we would be screwed. But if you have trees like pear, apple, peach, plum, nectarine, if you got those kind of trees, once they bloom, they're not going to bloom again. So when the cold hits it and destroys that bloom, you're not going to have any fruit this year. That's why I be telling y'all, plant all kind of different trees. Your citrus, if you plant citrus, it gives you several blooms a year. So you still guaranteed to eat. But if you just got apples or just got pears or just got plums, if they bloom, your food supply is cut off. If you get apple trees at different levels. You got your late blooming apple trees, your mid-season blooming apple trees, and your late blooming apple trees. That way, you will always have food no matter what the weather does. You might not get no fruit from your pink lady apple, but you will get some fruit from your yellow delicious apple, or you may get some fruit from your Granny Smith apple. No matter what, you will be eating. So I'm saying all that to say this. This ain't a game. And I don't know how many times you got to get knocked over the head to realize whatever you was waiting for to go back to your so-called normal, that's a wrap. Thank you, Precious SoCal Garner. Said the same type of weather happened here in California. It was nice and warm. Then all of a sudden, we had almost 2 weeks of hard rain and extreme cold and wind power. Power outage. Exactly. So, have you gotten yourself together? You said save. You said have more than one way out. That's right. Have more than one solution. You need a solution on top of a solution on top of a solution. See, I've been washing walls and kitchen cabinets all last night. Wind was blowing hard. See, I pray that everyone is having a great day. Everybody having a great day, but we really need to be conscious and mindful of what's going on around us and start taking some kind of action. Hey, how you doing, Donna? Y'all natural queen, said farmer led and lady led. Hey, how you doing? So in Baltimore, Maryland, weather was in the 60s the day before, but oh, you must didn't finish that one. So, good morning, like the glasses. They just some reading glasses. I got on the wrong contacts because I'm trying to wait till it's time for me to renew again instead of just going to buy some with my insurance. Are you one of my island cousins? We're in South Carolina. Oh, what's your name? Let me see. Ain't no telling. Real Fresh Food says, around here, when we get frost, which is every year, we spray water on them before. That really works. That really, truly works. All right, B Rich, what's up, man? Thank you, brother. Thank you. So, can I ask anybody what about to get a solar generator? Stop being about to do stuff. Remember I was talking about King Amabata and Queen Amagana? Anybody, I know it's a lot of new people here, but I talked about this great king called King Amabata. That is not an African name. King Amabata is the king of always saying, I'm about to do something. We need to dethrone him, okay? All of us. We need to dethrone King Amabata. And we need to dethrone his wife, Queen Amagana. Okay, because they rule with an iron fist and they will destroy the kingdom. Did you hear what I said? King Amabata and Queen Amagana rule with an iron fist and they will destroy the kingdom. Dethrone them out of your vocabulary. Guava. Stop being about to do something in everything in life. And I mean that. I know this just about to take a quick little turn real quick, okay? But I mean what I'm saying. If you in love with that girl and she don't know it, and every day you look at her with that look that you just, and you can't work up the nerve to tell her, look, man, look, I think I love you. Stop being bought to do it, because you go your whole life thinking what could be. You go your whole life, I'm about to go tell her. Man, go tell her. You're going to get an answer. I'm not interested, or I thought you'd never ask. You're going to get one or two answers. Either way, you can start a new life when you do that. You know how? Number one, if she say no, move on about your business. Move on and go find somebody else. Thank you for that, Odessa Hall. If she say, I thought you'd never ask, I've been waiting for you to say something for years, you just started your new life with this woman. Ladies, same thing. That job, going back to school. Stop saying I'm about to do stuff. I'm about to quit my job. I can't take it here no more, man. Get a plan and go. No, we ain't gonna do that, Davion, okay? I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about them or controlling no weather. I don't even want to get in that subject. I'm gonna tell you why, what was your name? Davion, I'm gonna tell you why I don't want to talk about that subject. And it's not no disrespect to you, my friend. It's this. There is some truth to it, and then it's the truth. Don't nobody want to talk about the truth of the weather. We gonna call it production. Nobody ever wants to talk about the truth about that. Everybody just like to talk about the conspiracy part of that. That's why I'm like, you know what? If I ever start that conversation, it always goes out of control with conspiracies. That's why I stay away from that. There's some truth to it, but it's this much conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? And this always outshadows the truth. And then next thing you know, your whole conversation on your channel is out the window. So that's why I never do it. But I'm gonna say this to you, my friend. There's some truth to that. Okay, and it's proven. I ain't talking about something I heard. I'm talking about something I saw, scientifically. Say you got the Blue Eddie for Christmas along with the rocket stove. All right, Just K's life. So, only thing we can control is what's around us. That's true. Guys, in your experience, where can I get a generator? Email me, Diana. If you can email me, I got several things that's coming up really soon. Artistic Kitchen with Sandy says we just got another flood warning in South Carolina. Yes, I got it. We live on the lake, so you know I'm the first to get that. If you email me, I got a lot of stuff coming up, and I also got a lot of stuff that I can still give you a discount on that you may be interested in. I can go one by one and let you see, because I know you ain't going to go back through all those videos. What I'm going to do is end up bringing all of those videos together so you can pick and choose which is right for you, okay? I did one earlier this summer, but we're going to do another one. Which one is the best? The winner of the generators, okay? But I want to make sure right now, do you got your emergency lights? Do you got communication? Do you got your supplements? And I mean it. I keep saying that. You see, I'm saying supplements even more than generators, right? I'm not kidding with that. Now, like I said, any other time that I get the sniffles, I don't have a problem with it. Yes, I'm a big baby when I get sick. Ain't that right, baby? I'm a big baby, but I kid you not. This time, when that nose stopped up, with everything that's going on, it's Lead Farmer 73 at yahoo.com. SK winner is Lead Farmer 73 at yahoo.com. So that made me lose my train of thought. So please get your supplements. When I got that little sniffle, I'm telling you, right now is not the time to get no sniffle. And I ain't going outside till it go away. You can hear it in my voice, like a little, I can breathe. Look, babe, everything is good. Everything, I'm good. Just I don't wanna check. Thank you, Turf. I don't want to have nothing to do with what's going on out there in the world. But I'm going to tell you this. What vitamins would I recommend? I can't tell you that, okay? I was a nurse, and I know one thing for sure. As a matter of fact, my friend Frugal Nurse Homestead will tell you the same thing. Whether you are a nurse now, or a doctor, or a retired nurse, the last thing on the earth we can do is give you medical advice. And if any nurse is out there, or doctor, or medical physician is giving you medical advice on the internet, they're nuts. And the reason I say that is anybody can sue them, because you cannot prescribe a universal solution for everybody. You can't. You can't say, y'all stock up on your vitamin C. Some people might be allergic to it. So I don't do that. I know what you're going to, I know what you're going through. I was feeling like you. Right. Just a little sniffle, but don't you get scared, don't you? Because what happens is, you're not sure. And I know people that have passed away start out with a little sniffle and now they gone. Okay, Mary Beverly, what would be some good supplements that are not made in China? Why would you even care if it's made in China or not? Right now. Everything you're doing right now, you're talking to me on a device that's made in China. Go flip your mattress. It's made in China. Go look behind your couch. It's made in China. Flip your shoes open and look under the sole. It's made in China. People kill me with that. Right now, you need to make sure that your butt is healthy and safe. Cut that. Listen, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go deep on you real quick. You know, we always try to be so proud of our country. We're so proud of our country, and we don't want nothing made outside. We don't want to deal with nothing outside. But we got so much hatred and evil and wickedness going on right here on our own soil. Like, it's hunger, homelessness. You today, I guarantee you, will walk past the homeless, keep walking, not even looking in their direction. Not even looking in their direction. See, but we always worried about what everybody right on in other countries and stuff. We need to get our own house together first before we go pointing fingers. And then the hypocrisy of it all is we'll sit here and say, I don't want nothing made in China while you talking to me on an iPhone or a Samsung. That's ludicrous to me. That's just ludicrous. Half of the food and grains and wheats and stuff that you eat come from overseas. You think when you go to the grocery store, that's America? No. The label was put on in America. I used to work for an American automaker. Every part to that American built car was from overseas. Israel, Mexico, China. I kid you, I can't make this up. I know for a fact with my own brain. Listen to this. Check this out. I drive a Harley Davidson. That American vehicle? This is a question to you. Is that American vehicle? What's wrong with wanting to support American products? Absolutely nothing. I just don't like the ignorance of saying we're not going to buy anything from anywhere else. Do you know if we only think about this? I need you to use your brain for 2 seconds. If we only depended and relied on ourselves, we would fail. You know how we would fail? Because this country is, I don't know how they magically made us start believing that we're the most powerful. We're the most plentiful in energy. We're the most plentiful in resources. If we were, why do we go everywhere else to get resources from everywhere else? You got to use your head for a minute. We go digging for oil and minerals and oil all up and down through Africa. They done tore Africa apart because that's the richest on the planet and probably the universe in every resource you will ever need to do or make anything. It's the That's where it all comes from. Guess what? All the stuff this made in your phone, everything it takes to make your phone, everything it takes to make them solar panels, everything it takes to make these solar generators comes originally from Africa. And you want to know how I know that? Because everybody talk about the minerals that it take. And they say, oh, but that's made in China. Kinda. But the resources to make said thing came from Africa. They mined it out of Africa. They formed it into something here, brought it to the U.S. U.S. slapped a label on it. U.S. made. Y'all don't know how this works. I've been around the world and I can't find my baby. Is you crazy? I know deeper than you ever know. I promise you this. I won't lie to you about this. I've been working for some companies and seen some horrible things. You know what? If I gave you a list of all the jobs that I've had, you would not even believe me. You know why? Because I don't work there no more. And then you would ask yourself, why don't you work there no more? And if I told you the truth, you wouldn't believe that either. I leave some companies just for my morality. I leave some companies because of my ethics. I promise you that. You can make money anywhere. But I'm not going to go off just to lie to the world. I'm going to tell you I made bread for a company. The biggest bread maker, or one of the biggest bread makers in the world, well, in our country. That ain't always what's in that plastic wrap. If you go to Aldi's, that same bread is in an Aldi bag, and you don't even know it. That's why sometimes you go to Aldi's and it tastes like that popular bread. That's because that's what it is. The guys here, huh? Okay. So there's nothing wrong with American-made products at all, but I just need you to understand, is it really from here? Most of the time, 90% of the time, I promise you, it's not. Think about this too. Think about this. If everything was, we need to just stay in America, right? Why would we outsource all of our work? Why would we outsource all of our stuff? Why would we keep going out to bring in? We got more imports than outports. That's why every other country out there owns this country. This country is in debt to every other country around us. So I don't like talking about politics, but don't you ever wonder why we always getting in wars that don't got nothing to do with us? Anybody ever wonder that? We keep getting in wars that ain't got nothing to do with us. And sometimes some of the people we go to war alongside ain't even our allies. Do you ever wonder that? I can tell you why. You want to know why? Because if you're in debt to somebody and they say, look, if you go to war with me, I'll take off some of that debt. That's why it don't never make no sense to you and me when we watching it on the 11 o'clock news. It don't make no sense, huh? But that's what it's really about. This country is indebted to all these other people around us. But we got so much pride. It's a lie. It's a prideful lie. Okay? This is about money. And everybody keep thinking it's about spirit. No, it's not, man. It's about that green. Sometimes we get ourselves mixed up in a whole bunch of stuff that we can't get our feet out of. And everybody don't even understand why is we at war with them people. Okay? It's about money. If you owe me $1,000 and you know you can't pay me back, huh? You know you can't pay me back. If I came to you and said, listen, I need a favor. Can you babysit my nephew for the weekend? Because I'm about to leave town just for the weekend. Okay? He's a good kid. I just can't take him to Vegas. If you do that, you owe me $1,000. If you watch my nephew for 2 days, you only owe me $500. You know you gonna do it. You gonna take that. You gonna take that offer. All I gotta do is watch a kid for 2 days, and then I only owe you $500. Deal. That's how this country works. We're indebted to everybody, so we end up going doing dumb stuff and getting our feet in the middle. Guess what? When you end up, this is how them wars work. You end up sticking your nose in business don't belong to yours, right? And you start getting your tail blowed off. You like, oh my, what did that dude that watched your nephew didn't know your nephew, all he drink is sugar and eat sugar pop cereal, and he be bouncing off the walls. He never shut up. He an insomniac. He sleepwalk. He pees his bed. He cries all the time. That nephew, right? You like, listen, that $500 wasn't even worth it. I'd rather owe you $1,000, but it's too late. They're going to Vegas. You stuck with the nephew that can't sleep, driving you up a wall. That's the war that we end up getting in. Like, what have I got myself into? Because ain't no coming out of this. That's just common sense. So there's nothing wrong with American-made products. But please do your research so you will understand. Please understand that it's not what you think. And this ain't a conspiracy. It's just the truth. Do your own research and then you'll see. You don't got to listen to not a word I say. Not a word I say. But if you do some real research and you really truly go read, you will start uncovering some pretty horrible, horrible stuff. So, sorry to veer off on that, because everybody always, they take your words and they twist them, and I don't like that. Thank you, Marilyn Monroe. I was about to call you Marilyn Monroe. Thank you, Marilyn Monroe. Said, we have to do our homework and then we will understand the truth. There you go. And you know what? I always ask everybody, you can believe about me whatever you want to. You can listen to other people talk about me or lie about me. You can do whatever you want. But if you dig in the research really hard, go back in all my videos, go back in all these years I've been talking to you, you'll see the truth. That's why I don't defend myself. My truth is right here on this doggone internet with internet situations. So I ask of you, in reality, if you really take the time and do your research and look and dig, it's not hard to find the truth. It's there. The thing is, are you too lazy to go find the truth, or do you just feel comfortable with ignorance? That's the problem. If you feel comfortable with ignorance, I can't tell you nothing. If you don't want to open the book and read and be, once you open the book and read, just like they said, red pill, blue pill, Morpheus gave them a choice. Like, once you take that one, there ain't no coming back. Because once you know what you know, you ain't going to be able to unknow it. You dig? So, I didn't make this stuff up. You go do your history. I promise you. Don't just go off of what people. Don't even go off of what I'm saying to you right now. Just go read. Look deeper into it. Okay. So sorry about that. Uh, I just hope everybody stays safe. I didn't mean to go off on the rails like that, but I just want everybody to be safe. Say, you have to be a private eye to find the truth. No, you don't. No. No, private eye is a special skilled No, you don't. You know what you have to be? Not a private eye. You just gotta open your eyes. If you open your eyes and actually read, you don't gotta do no deep digging either. That's how I know how ignorant things become. You don't gotta dig deep. You don't gotta dig deep. Think, I'm just a regular guy and I know. So think about the people that's way smarter than me. They know too. But ignorance is money. See? Ignorance is money. As long as they can keep you ignorant, they can make money off you. Say truth is hard because you have to admit to yourself that the system has tricked you into believing. You know what? Who just said that? Who just said that? Who just said that? Thank you, S. True. Thank you. That's the part. You know what the biggest part, you just said it. The biggest part is admitting to yourself that you've been wrong this whole time. And you've been out. For instance, I could come up with a dozen of them right now, but I can't think of none of them. It's several words. My mother is from the South. My father is from the South. I was born and raised in the North. So a lot of my life, I've been saying a lot of words really different. Okay? And sometimes even Lady Land catch me like, what? What do you mean? I ain't even gonna tell you what she get on me. But I'm gonna say this. Ain't it an eye-opener that you've been going through your life for 48, 49 years, saying the wrong word or speaking a word and using the wrong definition? You feel a little sick inside. You know why? Because you start thinking about all the times you was having a meaningful, deep conversation and just ruined that word. You was with some important people too, or some people you really is attracted to, and you used that word for 40 years wrong. And you like the word, so you use it a lot. That's that kind of ignorance right there. Once you start and open your eyes and really see the truth of how this all works, you like, you know, people believe in a little bit of everything. People believe in blocking the sun. People believe in flat earth. People believe no moonwalk, moon landing. People believe a little bit of everything. You're entitled to that, right? People is entitled to believe whatever they want to. But when the truth hits you about whatever it is, how dumb do you feel? Some people know the truth after they figure it out. They like, I can't tell everybody I was wrong this whole time. That I'm gonna be laughed at. So I can't let people know. So I'm gonna just keep going with this act. So back on the rails now before I go. Is everybody, what kind of help do you need right now? Not what they make it out to be. The N word is not what they make it out to be. What do you mean by that, Davion Murphy? What do you mean the N word ain't what they make it out to be? I'm curious in what you're saying. The lie of Medicare was. You need a good woman in your life? Okay. Here, I'm gonna send you to where she at. Tell her I say hi. Let me see. Hey, Dolores and Tony. Said, what have you done today to earn your place in this crowded world? Amen. Thank you, Dolores and Tony. And I do be watching, by the way. Said, Led, you've been experiencing the quakes. No, I keep hearing about them. They real close to us. They're over in Sumter. No, it's not Sumter. Oh, I can't think of where it is. I'm looking for my buddy. It's good to see you, Dolores and Tony's channel. Hey, Virtuous Gardener 91, how you doing? I was looking for my pal here, my buddy, about the N-word. Said the N-word really mean king. It's been twisted, negative word. Um, um, that's a twist on and a play on words. Depends on pronunciation, depends on origin, ethnicity, everything, and how it's said. So, not really. Um, you know, this what gets me with that, cause it's like this. You ever heard somebody that think they know another language and they try to speak it fluently? I'm not going to do it because it's is racist and it's offensive if I did it. But have you ever saw somebody, one of your friends that you know or somebody here on YouTube, and you like they think they know another language so much, but they don't know that you know another language too, and how horribly they speak it, but they're trying to speak it all like they was born and raised there. Okay. The difference with that, we can even use it here in the States. We can use it in the States. If we from two different hoods, that's two different languages. I kid you not. The language that I have to speak down here in the Carolinas versus Ohio and Michigan is two different languages. It's words you do say, it's words you don't say, it's words that mean something completely different. Okay? So, if I take that word and I'm trying to pronounce it and I'm saying it wrong, it's offensive. It becomes offensive. So to me, no, no, no. I'm going to agree to disagree with you, my friend. Uh, I don't agree with that at all. I just don't. No, and I know people say, oh, we took the word and we made it positive. Did we? See, if we took the word and we made it positive, why do we get so offended when it's said? Shouldn't your positivity be more stronger than the negativity of it? It can't be, because it's still ingrained in us that it's a horrible word. That's why. It don't matter who say it. It's to a point now. It's it's to a point now that, okay, for instance, good means good means bad. Look, Michael Jackson bad. He's talking about good, right? Bad means good. Good means bad. We switch the words up. Man, that is bad, man. See how we just did that? You literally, society has taken a word and totally changed the word so much that it is depicted inside of the dictionary, depending on where you are. That word means different things. Okay, so that's why I say, listen, I don't want to put it like this. When we speak it, we don't talk about the origin of it. We know it's offensive. It has been made offensive, universally offensive. So I don't say it. To each his own. I don't use it. You know why I don't use it? Because I don't want anybody around me, I don't care what nationality we are, I don't care what it is. I don't want you to feel that it's okay, like I'm okay with it. So if I don't use it, you will be like, he don't never call me that. So maybe that bother him. You know what? I don't say it, my kids don't say it. See how that work? If I don't say it now, my kids grew up not hearing me say it. They don't say it. So they take offense to it. And that's how I want it. I want it to be offensive. Because we didn't call it, we didn't call us, after we hit this rock, we didn't call ourselves kings. Not like that. It's a lot of stuff. Why can't we speak without slang? Because it ain't slang. Your slang is your dialect from any neighborhood. It's not slang. It's a language from every neighborhood. Look, if you from New York, all you gotta do is turn a corner. You in Little China. That's their so-called, whatever you want to call it, slang. You go to Brooklyn, you go to Yonkers, everything changes a little bit. There is not one language, and if you really want to be honest with you, nobody up in here, there is no one language for this place. There is no one language for this place. This is a melting pot from all around the world. We're all refugees. We're all immigrants. And some of the originators, you don't even see them around too often. So, I don't know why everybody said, well, like, oh, somebody said pecans. People that get mad at you for saying pecans. Ain't no right way to say it. You were taught to speak proper. You live in a system. We don't know what we actually speak from birth. We were taught everything that we know right now. You don't know, how can I put it? There is no right language. Your power is out too, frugal nurse? Yep, mine keep going in and out too. There is no proper language. It's called communication. You understand? If me or you could not talk, we would have to sign each other. There wouldn't be no language. And if we didn't understand sign language, you know what we have to do? Start drawing pictures in the sand. So that's why we get so caught up on words. It ain't about words, it's communication. If I give you a hug, like a friendly hug, if I gave you a hug, universally, that's comforting. Universally. With no words. If I started crying and making a sad face, universally, you know I'm sad. That is the real, true language right there. What you show, not your words. Your words don't mean crap. No matter where you from, no matter what you believe a word or what your definition of certain words are, means nothing. So if you go and I don't speak any any Asian whatsoever, but if I go to anywhere in Asia, I will be able to communicate with them people without using my mouth. I don't care if I gotta draw pictures on a book. Look. He gonna say, oh, you want something to drink? Come on. See how I just did that? That's why people, when they use slang, they use it that that word slang almost becomes like the word thug to me. It's been turned into something else. See how I was just telling you that a minute ago? How we would take a word and totally change it, and now it means something else. See? A rainbow. When I was growing up, when you thought about a rainbow, you thought about a pot of gold. 2022 means something completely different. The last thing you think about when you see a rainbow is a pot of gold and a little man in a green suit. We've totally changed that word. So that's why I say words mean nothing. Actions mean everything. Guava. Don't do that, Lahar. We get it. We get it. Don't offend nobody. I'm sure they know what I'm talking about. I don't want nobody to get offended by nothing or how nobody say it, none of that, okay? Right. Somebody just said that. The rainbow meant the promise of the Lord. See? Then it went to the little man, pot of gold, green suit, now 2022. See? So, me and my upstairs neighbor have to use gestures all the time. He don't speak English at all, but they cool as yet. You know what? I had a I had a neighbor back in Ohio speak no English, none. I worked with a dude in a foundry when I was younger. I was about 19, 20 years old, worked in a foundry. Hispanic guy, spoke no English, was about to retire. And I'm like, how did you get through this whole time not speaking English? You know what my father told me? You've been working with him for 5 years, and it seemed like you've been communicating perfectly, huh? I'm like, never thought about it like that. Never thought about it. Because you will end up talking to somebody and not even know you're speaking universal language. I'm gonna move that one, Hood Farmer. How you doing, B Irvin? So I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna move that too, Tasha, because I don't even want to bring no attention to that. Right, Davion, right. I just want us to all kind of think a little bit. But all of this has to do with, are you ready? You see how we kind of having a little discussion about all of this? Imagine if things get any worse and we have to communicate with one another if the lights end up going out and you ain't no more cell phones and stuff. How do you plan on communicating? Thank you, Chris, MC. How do you plan on communicating? That's important right now. You got any lights? Said banks are shutting down. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna talk about that right now, but yes they are. See, I got my peach and plum cuttings starting to put them on green. Let me see. That's when your neighbors are important. Your neighbors are important because you're trying to, and you know what? We could learn something from that. When people are, if you stop and try to understand people, you'll get more accomplished. One of the most destructive things of neighborhoods is people coming in and don't understand one another. And I ain't just talking about a language barrier. I'm talking about a culture barrier. And then once you in there bickering amongst yourselves over culture barriers, then all the weirdos come in and take over the place. While y'all fighting, all the people now they start breaking in all y'all cars. They don't care what language you speak, what neighborhood you from, what your ethnicity. They're breaking in everybody's car. Now y'all got a common foe. But we so busy fighting amongst ourselves, we didn't even see this dude robbing us blind. We ain't watching each other's back no more. We're too busy fighting amongst ourselves about the dumbest things. So, does anybody need any kind of help with getting yourself together? As far as, I don't know, your finances, generators, just right now, whatever you gonna need. What I know is a lot of people out there ain't even started yet. King Amabata, Queen Amagana. I have pomegranates on my new 1-year tree. Okay. You need a generator. Don Ross generators for me. is to start with respect. Amen. Very behind in this game. And you know, I understand people, you got financial problems. Everybody do right now. Miss Cherokee generator, we got to figure something out. If you can't afford a generator, I've made a bunch of videos on alternative ways to keep your house warm, uh, getting water and everything else, candles. If you don't have a generator, you could still be stocking up on candles. You don't necessarily need a generator. And most reasons people need generators, they're using it for the wrong thing anyway. They use it to try to keep a big gigantic refrigerator going or freezer or some nonsense like that. That's not what you really want to do. I have stocked up on a lot of stuff. I have 1400-watt generator, but no transfer switch to hook it up safely. You must have built one. I think what we're going to work on. I'm going live tonight. I'm gonna go live tonight. What we're going to work on is definitions. You know, for instance, when you're in high school, right, and you're told to do an assignment, if you don't understand the words that the assignment is for, you don't know what the whole assignment is. For instance, what is an MC4 adapter, right? I ain't gonna say most people, some people don't know that. What is the 30-foot cable do you need? Which solar panel do you need? You guys ask me this stuff all the time. If you don't know the definitions of this, you don't even know where to begin with purchasing a generator. And what I'm seeing just by the emails is some people just don't know where to begin, where to start, because they don't have any definitions to begin, right? They don't have any definitions I don't have a clue, but I know I need my power. I think we need to work on that first. That's what we'll do. We'll work on that. And then we'll move forward. And that's the definitions of everything, and amps, watts, volts, MC4, 8mm barrel plugs, solar panels, all of that stuff. You're not sure what you need. You just seeing me and a lot of other people on YouTube and everywhere else just buying stuff. What works for me may not work for you. So let's break it down. Let's break it down to its bare understanding. The basics, right? That way we can all understand it, and that's going to help you go forward and be like, okay, the EcoFlow may not be for me. Maybe I need the Bluetti AC 200p. I get it. We start with the definitions. Even before you can put a sentence together in grade school, you have a spelling test. You need to know how to spell each word, and you need to know the definition of each word before you can build a sentence. Once you can build a sentence, now you can build a statement into a paragraph into a novel. That's what we're going to do. For most people, it's going to sound like, man, why is you talking about this? This is for babies. We way beyond that. This ain't for you then. This is going to be for people that literally have no clue where to start. And that's where we're going. We're starting from the bottom until we get there. Okay? So, thank you, you guys. And for everybody in here, I want to say thank you and much respect for all the... Let me say this before I go. To everybody, I did not mean any disrespect whatsoever with everything that we talked about this morning. None. I didn't. If I came off a little harsh, that was not my intention. I get a little passionate sometimes, and I want to say I apologize because I get a little passionate. The ignorance get me. The ignorance is like a rash to me because I just hope people just do a little more digging. So I want to say thank you, and no disrespect whatsoever was meant. Okay, I just want everybody to kind of be universally respectful and understand. Said led, I'm working on my portability. What was that? Basics and functionality. P.S. That Medea humidifier is a beast. I told you that humidifier is it's in there running right now. It's everything. Thank you, Dana. And Lee Harv, thank you. I think I said something a little crossways to you. And it was one other my man with the N word. I wanted to make sure you understand. I just wanted to give it to you from another perspective. That's all. That word ain't okay in my house, man. Because if people keep hearing me say that and they look at me and the way I'm saying it to my homies, it's a term of endearment to my homies. Somebody from another nation is going to feel, man, we cool like that too, so I can know. Now you just basically put up a wall, and this dude from another ethnicity may be your best friend, but you just blocked him off and saying that's so I can do that to you, and it's gonna get weird. So that's why I'm like, nah, I don't even want to touch that. Let me get out of here, and you guys, please be safe. The weather is out of control. Get your power up, get your cover, get your blankets, get your candles, get your flashlights, get your. I told you I always keep one of these. I pulled this out today. This is how I came downstairs when the lights was out. My flashlights was down here. But look, I made sure I pulled all of them out. This one stay on my desk. This one stay on my desk, but I got all three of them out here. You have a question? What is it, Patricia Crayon? Before we go, what is it, Patricia? Hey, Grammy midwife. I just saw your video last night, late last night. I don't know how I missed it. I'm gonna take care of that though. What was the question? I don't know who said it either. Okay, there you go. I have a double canner. How does that go? Number one, I don't understand your question. And a double canner, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what a double canner is. And you say, how does that go? Clarify that for me. As a matter of fact, just email me so we can talk about that one because that one kind of threw me for a loop. So definitely want to stock up. And make sure your flashlight, either you got rechargeable batteries in it or the battery itself is rechargeable. I would prefer the ones that have rechargeable batteries in it because they can always be changed out once the light is old enough. There we go. She might have meant double canning, like stack up. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't want to just come out and answer it because I'm not sure what that meant. A double canner. I'm not even going to try to. You know what I'm saying? What's that thing in front of your window with keys? You must be very young. That's not disrespectful. That's a typewriter. Before computers, that's what we wrote our papers on. That's how we did our homework. A number two pencil, but if it got real professional and the teacher she wanted typed, that's where all those words come from, like margin, space, all of that. That's an old school typewriter. That's how we did all of our work. Why not show you? That's a typewriter. And that's a cell phone. No, it's not. That's an actual real phone. And this, yes, is operational. Let me show you this. Every time you type, a hand come up. See that? And it puts a letter on the paper head. Then you come down here, that's your space bar. Shift. That's how you look. That's how you hold it down for capital letters. It's all the same. Just now everything is digital. But back in the day, want to hear something else? Once you messed the word up, that was it. You can't go back and rewrite your word. You better, and that was before whiteout. There was no whiteout. You just pulled that paper out and throwed it away. You could almost be done with your entire paper. But if you spelled the word wrong, that's why we had to be way more careful with what we said. See, I'm going to say this before I go. You know why I got that typewriter? You know why I got that typewriter? It's not just for nostalgic reasons. Everything I do is for a reason. I got that typewriter to remind me, slow down. Because when you're typing on this, okay? When you're typing on this, you know what happens? Words fly out of your brain onto this screen and offend somebody that quick before you had time to think about it. Your thumbs do all the talking now. You don't even think. You don't even think. You know why? Because you can hurry up and delete, get rid of a word, take that back, or you can, a dirty message, delete all of that. Back then, that taught you to stop. Think about what you are about to put on this paper, because there is no fixing it. Before every stroke you take, you think about that. You don't just say, and, nah. And there wasn't no word correct. You spelt it A-N-D. So in life, that typewriter is what we need to go back to. Think about what we saying before we open our doggone mouths and mess the whole paper up. You know how many people's lives have been destroyed because of their mouth? They think too fast because technology is moving fast. Faster and faster and faster, to the point so many offensive things come out on these things. Before we, you know what? Have you ever typed something on Facebook? Because I have. Or any social media site, and then a few years go by, and then, you know, it'll show you like, this is what you said back in 2014. And you look at that and be like, oh, God. Oh, boy, that's awful. Right? That's because you was doing this. Think about this for me. When you quick to type something stupid, a thought on top of your head that you didn't half-ass think about. You just trying to make it work, right? You want everything in the world to erase that message. Because in 2014, you know you was in a whole nother world, you was in a whole nother place in your life, and you said some things you wish you could take back, right? Okay. How many people have been lost their jobs recently because of that? What they did 20 years ago, right? Okay. Now stick with that and listen to this. Every time you open a book, no matter what book it is, it's around a long time for a reason. And most people don't want to get rid of them. You know why? Because every single word that was typed was thought about and rewritten and rewritten and rewritten with a pencil or ink first before they put it on that typewriter to make this book. Like, am I going to offend somebody? Will I hurt feelings? Will I stir people's imagination? Will I make people feel love? Will I make people cry? All of that was thought about before you put it in the book, because they had to play with those words, and it was like a chef. Writing a book is like a chef in the kitchen, mixing those words to make this dough turn exactly how you want it, how fast you want it to rise, how slow you want it to rise. Do you want it to be sweet? Do you want it to be bitter? Do you want it to be sour? Back then, a typewriter did that. You took your time so you don't mess up the ingredients. That's why books are around to this day from the beginning of our knowledge. And that's why you wish you can take off a comment that you put up 3 days ago because it just flew off the top of your head with no thought whatsoever. Look how many lives Twitter has destroyed because somebody had a quick, stupid thought and hurried up and typed it. They were asleep and their thumbs typed it like cobbler elves. And now you woke up without a job. That's why I got a typewriter. I don't even know how to type. It's just something that always reminds me. Just take it easy and think about your words before you say them, because it may destroy somebody, or if it's said the right way, it may help somebody. So, again, we've been here way too long. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll peck too. I'll peck too. I do one of these. Right, and see, and making sure you send the right text to the right person. Exactly. You didn't have that with no typewriter. You made sure that note got to the right person because it was personally handed to them. Right? What note? Hey, what you wearing? Where you at? To your boss or something. Fired. You meant that to go to the girl you met at the club last night. Fired. So, I'm gonna let you guys go. Please, right, proofreading too, exactly. Nobody proofread nothing. I done a few of those myself, put some crazy words in the title. Hey, Callie Homesteading with Pooh Bear. No, I ain't gonna keep on going. I'll be on here all day, running my mouth. I'm starting to feel better too. I wanna say everybody have a wonderful day. It's snowing and ice now, good God. Have a wonderful day. You too. Thank you so much, Chet. Say please don't go. You know what? I was making sure everybody was okay. I don't want to be ranting. Y'all know how my rants get off the chain sometime. I don't want to do that to you. I really don't. Cause I know I can be a little too much. Everybody have a wonderful day, okay? Hopefully, I'm gonna try to come back on a little later. I'm gonna try. If I feel bad or feel good, it's gonna determine, okay? Cause I need rest. And Lady Led, listen. Quick. Here's a question for you. Has anybody seen Lady Led's elderberry video? Anybody? Show of hands if you have seen my wife's Lady Led elderberry juice video, where she actually took our elderberries that we harvested, made the juice, last night. If you have not seen her video, y'all don't know it, but I was sitting in the background sipping on that, and that's why I feel good today. Let me tell you something. That's why I started this whole video out with get your supplements, grow your supplements, because I promise you, it ain't gonna be too much of going to the store and grabbing this stuff no more. And half the time, we don't know what's in here. I remember a year. This been a ways back. I'm gonna say about 5 years ago. Did anybody ever see the report that some of these vitamins was just like wood chip dust? Did anybody ever see that? They found out in blue. It was called whistleblower or something here in the Midlands. Whistleblowers, and they found a lot of the vitamins was just placebos. They were just wood dust, or not wood chip dust. It was something that's edible, but nothing was in it. We don't know what we buying these days. We just going off of what they tell us and what the labels say. If you grow it out your backyard, Because I promise you this. I've had elderberry gummies, elderberry supplements. They didn't hit me like it did last night. When she let me hit that elderberry juice last night, I couldn't sleep. That's why I woke up for that storm. Cause I was I started sweating. She like, go to bed, man. I'm feeling good. That elderberry juice. Now look, man, I'm telling you, when I have those elderberry cuttings again, I'm gonna make sure y'all know. I'm gonna make sure you know. Cause that's one thing you need in your garden. I don't care where you live at. I don't care where you live at. Them is the truth. If you can't get them from me, look anywhere. Go to anywhere and get them elderberry cuttings or get an elderberry plant. They're very expensive. I'm going to say this. Thank you for that, Unity is K. They're very expensive. Unity is King, I think your name was. But I'm going to be honest. It's worth it. If it's saving your life and boosting your immune system and biting and fighting off what we're going through right now, it's worth every cent. Every cent. Soursop is beneficial, is very beneficial and it's very healthy, but you can only grow soursop in certain areas. You can only grow soursop in certain areas. So, and it got to be like super tropical to grow that soursop. I can't grow soursop here. I've had 4 of them. Let me see. It was Unity is the key. Thank you for that. Thank you, Unity is the key. I was blessed from growing back fence line. There you go. I have 3 elderberry plants in buckets, hoping to get some berries. They're going to, the cuttings that you got from me, you will get you will get berries this year. Okay. Diane, what about the solar oven? What about it? What you need, Diane? In Virginia, power is down. ATMs are down. Did not tell you. I'm not saying take all your money out. I'm not saying take all your money out, because that's stupid. And somebody said that I said that, and that ain't what I said. Take a lot of your money out and leave enough in there to pay your bills. Because when the system is down, like now, these banks are shut down, what you about to do? What you about to do? I told you, didn't I? I told you. I didn't. Right. Keep your emergency cash. Only get small bills. Only get small bills. Don't be, look, say you go and you get $1,000 out the bank. Don't go there and let them give that to you in all 100s. No. What do you mean you want it all in 10s? I want it all in 10s like a strip club. I want it all in 10s and 20s, just like the club. Don't give me no 50s, don't give me no 100s. Because if I have to barter, who gonna give me change? No. Give me 5s if you got them. How do we get the cuttings? You buy them offline, and when I have them on my website, you can buy them through my website. But don't wait on me. Get those elderberry plants and cuttings. Go to Ison's Nursery. If somebody could type that in for me, ISONS nursery.com. ISONS nursery.com. Tell them Laird Farmer sent you. And I promise you, go get some elderberry cuttings from wherever you need to, because that's our super fruit. Super fruit. So I live in Virginia and got my thermal blanket, heating blanket, and Jackery candles, reusable batteries, flashlights, and more. Okay, Walter. Thank you for that, Lavender for Luck. Thank you. Thank you, Can. So what kind of light bulb is that you were showing, Laird Farmer 73? We're going to talk about more of that, because I always talk about it. One of my favorite. A little solar panel goes in here. And this, I like this. I mean, I charge this up through solar. So, and I've had this now, oh my God, I've been in this house 7 years. I've had this, like this particular one, 12 years. I bought this originally for my chickens. It's never seen a day in a chicken coop because I thought it was so cool. Do you have burdock root in your garden? No, I don't. Can you use dried elderberry seeds to grow? If they haven't been heated up, yes, probably yes. I don't see why not. They're seeds. I'm very new to this, but I have some when I travel. Yes, try to plant them. Say, heck yeah, got two in a Harbor Freight solar kit. There you go. There you go. Elderberry grow in the house. Yeah, it will. It will. It will. They're like weeds, man. Yeah, they will. Cause I actually had one in the house for a long time. Well, in the garage. So yes, I'm gonna say yes on that. Can you talk about first general steps of moving up north? Oh, from the north to the south, acquiring land and finding like-minded people. We're going to do that on my other channel. Lead by example. LBX, lead by example. We'll talk about that on that channel. That's not a bad idea. I think I'm going to give you an alert, and that's what we'll talk about. And again, me and Lady Led will be involved, and we're going to tell you our experiences doing that. Okay? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And Bub, do me a give me a second. That was Bub that said it. Yeah, Bub, do me a favor. Email me. Email me because that's some important information you want to hear straight from the horse's mouth. Okay, but we will have a discussion about that on our other channel, LBX. That channel belongs to me and Lady Led. Okay. Tox Talk said, "What's my other channel?" If somebody can put it, is LBX. The letters LBX, lead by example. That's what the LBX stand for. Yeah, no, we haven't felt no tremors from the earthquake, but we heard about it. It's over in Elgin and Sumter. So I found a 15-watt solar panel trays day. Are they good for anything? We're gonna be talking about that later today. Okay, we're gonna start from the bottom. But yes, go if you want to hear about us. We're gonna on that channel. We're going to be talking about more family oriented and productive things, finances, family, relationship. That's not going to be pretty much where you want to go for solar and all that stuff. We're going to keep that with what me and Lady Led is doing on our two channels here. But once we start talking about family, we start talking about relationships, we start talking about finances, we start talking about employment, we start talking about empowerment, we start talking about unity, understanding, respect. That's what that channel is about. That's why I haven't put too much on. The only stuff that's on there is from, I've had that channel, oh my God, I don't even know. 13, 14 years I've had that channel. But now I'm opening it up because I want to really talk to our people about how to move forward, fixing your credit. And I'm not a professional. I'm going to tell you how we fixed our credit, how we went through bankruptcies, how we went through losing jobs, how we moved here to South Carolina from Ohio with nothing. With nothing. So if you're interested in any of that, we're going to be talking about that very soon on LBX, Lead by Example. And I named that on purpose because that's what I'm going to be doing on that channel. I'm going to show you exactly what I did so it'll help you. I'm not going to be talking about stuff I don't know. I'm going to be talking about things that I have done and I have been successful at it. Okay? Yes, patience, understanding, unity. It's a lot of YouTube channels out here, but nobody's talking about anything about fixing it, you know? I just want to talk about solutions. On that channel, I'm going to mention the problem, but we will be discussing solutions. That's what I want to do. So that's why we started our new channel, LBX. Okay? When you see me with an LBX t-shirt on, get ready. That's the sign that it's about to hit, and it's going to hit hard. Okay? LBX just pops up cartoons. That's because you didn't put in LBX, lead by example. You got to put all of that in, because if you put lead by example, it's a billion of those, and LBX, it's a billion of those. Put LBX, lead by example. Okay? Everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. But it's about time to go over to the other channel. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Valerie. Yes, it's LBX73. I'm sorry. Thank you for that correction. It's LBX73. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Forgive me for that. How do I overwinter my banana tree? Dig it out the ground and bring it in the garage. Thank you so much, Sunday Backyard Gardener, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's LBX73. Thank you. I forgot I changed it because it was so many other ones. I'm gonna get out of here though. But thank you, and I'm gonna put it down in the description box, the name of the other channel and the first pinned comment. Okay? So everybody have a wonderful day. Live Farmer 73. I love y'all. Please take no offense by anything I've said. I'm just trying to help. Okay? Live Farmer 73. I love you. And I'm out.